Hi everyone. So it's me, Shonda, here with the 7-day series, Intro to the 7 Chakras. We are on day 4, the midpoint, y'all. We have 3 more days left after today. Before I actually jump into the chakra and which one we're on, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been liking, sharing, commenting, tagging their friends to watch as well. I truly appreciate you all. Above this video is links to different items that I have, including I have a chakra collection on my website, so I have different chakra items, including chakra readings that I do. What else is up there? The link for shamelessly promoting these bracelets. They are chakra bracelets. I have the natural lefts and the dark brown. The black is currently sold out. Let's see what else is going to be up there. I will put the link for essential oils that I have because I am a independent consultant, of Young Living oils, and they are some really amazing oils. They have single oils, and they also have blended oils, and the blends are absolutely amazing. They are worth it, so you're paying for quality. My favorite is Abundance, and I'm trying to figure out my new favorite now, but like the blended ones, such as Abundance, it brings in the frequency of abundance into your life. So if you go to the website, you'll see the different ones they have, and I will attest that they really do carry the vibration of what it is that they are named. So something to think about. Let's see what else. So we're talking about the heart chakra today, so I felt that I would go ahead and also throw out there that I do what's called sexual synergy readings. And basically what these readings are is compatibility between you and your partner or your love interest, whatever you want to call it. And being that it's the heart chakra, you're about to jump into love. I figured I'd just throw it out there if you were interested. These readings are astrological readings, so they're definitely based off of your sun sign, like, you know, what you are, like if you're a Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. But it also has I'm all over the place this morning, y'all. It also deals with some aspects of your birth chart, certain placements within your birth chart. So it's some things that I'm going to have to ask you for in order to completely do this reading. This is not one of my energy readings. Well, I just basically connect with your energy and do the reading. This one is like actually uses specific information to get you the most accurate reading possible, and they tend to be pretty accurate. Like, wow. You know, a few of y'all have had them already. If you are in one of the private groups that actually was doing readings for everybody in the group, and everybody was pretty much pleased with them. So if you're interested, they're usually $50, but if you're watching this video and when you purchase it, just mention this video, you get it for $25, and you can pay for your reading through Cash App, and it's $CD Holistic, or you can do PayPal, or you can even use Facebook payments, and there's a certain way you do it. I was trying to figure that out. I don't know, some kind of way you could do it in a DM, and another way. You just gotta play around on the app, I guess. So I guess y'all like I'm looking a little bit like I'm dragging, and I am this morning. I'm a little tired, but we're gonna go ahead and push through this video. Just like those karma videos, I've been having to be very disciplined with doing this daily, and sometimes, depending on if I'm teaching in a group or whatever, I'm doing 2 videos a day. So those who are like really bloggers and making several videos a day, I mean, kudos to y'all. I tip my hat off to y'all, because that is a lot of energy that you are exerting doing more than 1 video a day. But I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I feel very blessed in my life right now. So I didn't have any questions, and that is quite fine. When you're working on your chakras and trying to understand all of this, you may not have immediate questions because you're probably still trying to work through some of the things I've said, and some of the things I say could put you in denial, and you just may not be ready to process it, and that's quite fine. So, but at any time, if you have any questions, it doesn't necessarily have to be about the chakra I'm talking about today. It could be back to the root, or any of the other ones that I've discussed so far. So let me know if you have questions. I'm trying to think of what else before I move on. I think that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the heart chakra. And I'm also going to briefly touch on the law of attraction as well and manifestation. And I'll do that after talking about the law of attraction. I mean, about the heart chakra. Sorry. Okay. So our heart chakra is, of course, all about love. It's the heart. And the body parts that are controlled or associated, I should say, by your heart chakra is the heart, lungs, the thymus, and the cardiac plexus. If y'all remember in the solar plexus video yesterday, I talked about the plexus being a network of nerves. So we have another plexus, and this one is associated with the cardiac and the cardiovascular system. So you'll see how emotional issues associated with the heart chakra can cause physical manifestations within the heart chakra, and vice versa, because the heart chakra is considered a receptive chakra. So any type of cardiovascular issues can cause a blockage of that chakra. Okay, so the element of the heart chakra is air. So we're going to do a little back reversing of it. So remember, root was earth element, sacral was water element, solar plexus was the fire element, and today the heart chakra is air element. So in the association with it, with air, with it being an air element and being a heart chakra tied to love, is that just like air, love is everywhere and it's all around us. And love is kind of what sustains us. You get more accomplished through love than through hate. And many great people have spoken on this, including the late Dr. Martin Luther King. You know, and you just hear love conquers all, which is true. Love is a very, very powerful emotion, and everybody needs love. A lot of people lack love, and a lot of people feel they lack love, and it could be a very hurtful thing when you feel like you're not loved. So we're going to talk more about that with this chakra. The heart chakra is considered where the heart where the physical and spiritual come together. It's also considered the bridge between the mind, body, and spirit. Causes of blockages can be breakups, loss, health issues, low self-esteem, grief, and personal struggle. So naturally, when you break up, you can end up with a broken heart. And this is going to affect your heart chakra and those emotions. Health issues, like I said, with the heart chakra being receptive. So if you're dealing with cardiovascular issues, that can lead to a blockage of your heart chakra. Low self-esteem. And when you have low self-esteem, you're not loving yourself properly like you should. And so that can cause blockages. Grief, the loss of a loved one through death. That definitely, and we all have been affected by death in some way. So I think all of us can relate to that and realize that, you know, we may have experienced a heart chakra blockage at some point in our life. And personal struggle can cause blockages, because when you're going through a struggle, personal struggle, it gives you like a sense of kind of hopelessness at times. And so It can make it hard to love or see the love in things that are around you. So these are causes of blockages. What does the imbalance look like? So imbalances of the heart chakra can be anger. So if you're very angry and full of hate, that is a blockage. And we can see just by turning on the news, which I do not watch, but every now and then I get glimpses of things. And there's so many things going on in this world and going on in this country, and it's so full of anger. A lot of these situations that are occurring, and so full of anger and hate. And I mean, the world needs healing on a soul level. Lots of heart chakras need to be healed to free themselves of this hate that resides in their hearts, because hate will break you down. You know, Will Smith, on his song Just the Two of Us, he has the verse when he says, you know, throughout life people will make you mad, disrespect you, and treat you bad. Let God deal with the things they do, because hate in your heart will consume you too. And that is so true. If you walk around with hate in your heart, that is an emotion that will eat you alive. It will totally transform you into something so unrecognizable to those around you. So that is an emotion that if you deal with anger and hate a lot, you need to make yourself aware of that. And it's something you really need to work on, because it's so detrimental. It is. Another imbalance is jealousy, feeling lonely, inability to forgive. So your heart chakra is all about love and compassion and giving love so that you can receive love. And if you have the and with compassion comes forgiveness. So if you cannot forgive someone, then you have issues with having a balanced heart chakra. And I know a lot of times things happen to us in life and we don't want to forgive. You know, you feel, why should I forgive? And some people could be very hurtful to us, to put us in a place where forgiving them can seem virtually impossible. The one thing you really need to know and understand and hold on to is that when you forgive someone, you are not forgiving for their sake. You are forgiving for your own. You are forgiving to release that anger out of your heart, and so that you can move on. It ain't got nothing to do with them. You know, you ain't got to say that you forgive them. This is something you could just between you and Source, that you forgive, you know, that you're choosing to forgive. And I actually, in the All About the Chakras class, I did a short lesson on Ho'oponopono. And what Ho'oponopono is, it's an ancient Hawaiian practice of the art of forgiveness. And what I'll do is I'll share that video that I made on my page after I post this. So just keep in mind, the video was created for my students in that class. So when I'm talking, it sounds like I'm talking to them, you know, but for the most part, you're going to get the message and the whole concept of Ho'oponopono. And it is very deep. It is very spiritual, but let me tell you, it does work with allowing your heart to learn to release and forgive. Another imbalance is leading with your head and not your heart. So when we are angry, we tend to forget, if, you know, and throw out the window how we truly feel about people and about loving them. In our head will allow the mouth to spew the most ugliest words and have the most disturbing thoughts when we are hurt, you know. And for people to say, oh, I'm not like that. Everybody has been there. Everybody has had that experience where hurt has taken you to a very dark place. Okay, you may not have acted on it, but child, you thought about it, right? So you need to be aware of that. And what I'm hoping y'all getting from these videos is, if you don't walk away with anything else, I hope you realize how important it is to increase your awareness. This isn't something that is just virtually impossible to do. Increase your awareness of yourself, of your behaviors, of your moods, of your feelings, of your emotions. Increase that awareness, because when you are aware, then you have the ability to address situations. So, something I also wanted to say was hurt people hurt people. So, I know it is hard to forgive people when they do things to us, but you have to put yourself in a place that you realize that people only hurt people because they've been hurt. And some people, it's not to insult anybody, but some people don't have that level of maturity. And this does not mean you're immature in all aspects of your life, but when it comes to the art of forgiveness, they don't have the maturity to realize the hurt they inflict on others. And so when they are hurt, all they know is to do is to make others hurt. Or people behave like, before you can hurt me, let me hurt you. So when you increase your awareness, you're not only increasing it about yourself, but also the people around you. And when you put yourself in a place to be mature enough to understand that, then you have a better understanding of people, and you know how to handle people accordingly at that point. If you're balanced, I feel like I'm dragging in this video, and if I am, I'm sorry, y'all. But if you're balanced, you are full of love. You lead with your heart. You are compassionate. You are forgiving. And you can forgive people, but you don't have to forget. And you can forgive in the aspect of, I'm forgiving you so I can release this from my heart, but no, I don't have to keep you in my life. No, we do not have to be friends. I don't care if we're related. We don't have to be in each other's life. I'm forgiving for my own sake, because I'm not about to sit up here having sleepless nights wondering if you are upset because you have hurt my feelings, and I'm angry and I can't forgive, and you laying in your bed snoring, not giving two bits of whatever about me. So that's why I mean you forgive for yourself, because you're holding on to a poison expecting that other person to die. Okay? Release that out of your heart. Don't continue to carry that in your heart. And this is not a one-day process. It takes a lot to get to that point to say, that you want to forgive somebody for something they've done, especially with broken hearts. And then when people intentionally hurt you, and you still have to be mature enough to want to forgive them, or be mature enough to forgive somebody who's not sorry for the things they've done. Yes, I know this can be very hard, but you do this as a part of your own healing. Nothing to do with the other person. Let's see what else. When you're balanced, you allow people to be themselves without you judging them or trying to conform them to be what it is you feel that they should be. You are accepting to all people, regardless of whom they are, who they love, what's their race, what's their religion. It is not for us to decide how another person should be. We are all on our own path. We are all here to serve our own purpose in some way, whatever that may be. We're not here to change people and conform people and make people do what we say. We are not their masters. No one is my master. I know that. And you should feel like nobody's your master, but in the same breath, don't try to be someone else's master, okay? It's not for you to control another's life. Respecting others. Easygoing and finding peace in all situations. So even in the most stressful and chaotic situations, you learn to find peace in all things that you do and you go through, and trust and have faith that things will work out. So physical symptoms are poor circulation, low or high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, lung issues. So like I talked about with the plexus, the network of nerves. So you have a cardiac one. So you can see these nerves, like I said, are connected to our organs. Nerves are all over our body, okay? So you can see how these plexus of nerves can affect your cardiovascular system. So that's why with that. But even if you have poor circulation and the blood pressure issues, these things in turn can lead to a blockage. Emotionally, you are a person who lacks empathy. Like, you are not empathetic at all. You are just not caring towards other people's situations. And sometimes people do this intentionally and unintentionally. They are just lack of empathy. They just do not care. You know that empathy and sympathy is two different things. With empathy, you at least try to understand what a person is going through and dealing with, and not be sympathetic by saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." You know, you can say that I understand. That's a way of looking at being empathetic. And some people do not even try to understand what somebody's going through, or, you know, if somebody's like, you know, I've really been down and I'm in a really dark place, and they just like, oh, whatever, get it together. Like, you know, just totally having disregards to people's feelings, lacking empathy. Inability to trust others and yourself. Deep insecurity and fear. What does this sound like? Sounds like the root chakra, huh? So that's why, you know, it's important to get yourself in alignment. And then when you need balancing, you just may have slight issues, you know, not all of these issues all at one time. Manipulation. That was another chakra with the same thing. Constantly being negative and feeling unworthy. Feeling like you're unworthy of love is definitely a heart chakra issue, because everyone deserves love, you know. And I think that's why people do the horrible things that they do, because there was a lack of love somewhere in their life, whether it was in infancy, in childhood, or wherever, where there was lack of love from a parent or a loved one. When people feel unloved, they become vengeful and hurtful. So back to saying, hurt people hurt people. How can you open your chakra? Number one, be grateful. Be grateful for all that you have. I know in life sometimes there's a lot of things that we want and we don't get it. We get upset. But be grateful for what you do have. Maybe you don't have that big mansion that you may be dreaming about. But if you have somewhere to lay your head at night, and if you have food to put on a plate for your dinner, you need to be grateful. Be grateful for the small things that you are able to get up in the morning and take breath and breathe life, because a lot of people didn't wake up this morning. Be grateful that if you do have a place of employment, you're able to go to that job, even though you may hate that job and you may hate your boss. But be grateful, because some people don't even have a place to work. There are people out here homeless with children, hungry, you know. So even the littlest things about life, learn to be grateful, and just gratitude opens your heart chakra. And the more things you find to be grateful for, the more that your heart chakra opens, and the more things that more things are drawn to you for you to be grateful for. Meditate. Now, of course, if you follow me, y'all know that I strongly, strongly recommend meditation. Like, people say, what's the first thing I do? Meditate. Okay, you need to learn how to put yourself in a mind frame of some people who say meditate, they say quiet your mind. Some people say for clarity. But when you get into meditation, to me, it's all of those things. You get to a point where you quiet the chatter in your mind and you truly gain clarity to listen. Prayer, talking to God, meditation, listening to God, if you want to look at it like that. That's how I look at it as well. So meditation is great. A lot of you always tell me meditation is hard. I mean, your mind can't shut up. So what you could try is doing guided meditation. And with guided meditation is somebody's actually talking. And I've listened to some really good guided meditations on forgiveness. They're very emotional. I've done some and would cry after. I know y'all probably think I'm a crybaby. I kind of am. But I say tears are cleansing. So I looked at it as, after the tears, you know, that was a cleansing for me. You also could listen to binaural beats. I love listening to binaural beats. They are good for reprogramming your mind. I'm not going to get deep into that, but if you have questions about binaural beats and exactly what they are, let me know. Wearing green. Eating green. Green crystals. Essential oils, of course. Affirmations. My favorite affirmation for the heart chakra is, I am love. I am love. And if I say I am love, that means not only do I radiate love, but I also give love out. And I try to love and respect everybody, you know, for who they are. And I was about to say something, I'm not going to say it. But I do try to, unless somebody cannot show me the same. I try to come from a place of understanding, but I do treat others like they treat me. That's how I was raised. Music. So I love listening to Kenny G. And I love jazz music. But I love Kenny G. And I feel like when I'm sad or whatever and I put him on, I really could feel the love in his music. His music is so beautiful. So look for some type of music that you like that makes you feel good. Yoga, of course, and forgiveness. Learning to forgive is going to open your root chakra. I mean, not your root, your heart chakra. I'm sorry, y'all. So why is it important to, among all these other things, with your heart chakra, to be clear, open, and balanced? Is because of, if you practice the law of attraction or you know what it is, I do practice it, and I'm studying to be a law of attraction practitioner. So I don't really, like, I talk about it with people, but I don't like teach on it, because even though I feel I could really manifest a lot of things in my life, I want to be in a place where, and I do feel like I'm knowledgeable about it as well, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm still having a lot of learning to do myself. So yeah, I could teach on it. Yeah, I do talk about it, but I'm still learning to understand aspects of myself so I could be better at manifesting things. Although I've manifested some very amazing things in my life. So why these two are important is because although your mind can say that you want something, your heart has to be in alignment with what it is that you truly want. You know, when we are balanced, we attract the things that we want in our life. But also with the law of attraction, it's like a like attracts like. So if you are constantly negative, you're going to keep attracting negativity in your life. If you are constantly showing gratitude for all you have, other things are going to come into your life to make you grateful. But in saying that, your heart must be in alignment. Meaning, you can't say, I want to, let's see, I'm trying to think what you could say. I want to manifest a really good relationship with someone, or with this guy or with this girl. And you're saying this in your mind, but in your heart, you may be still holding on to anger about past relationships, hurt about past relationships, things like that. So your heart and your mind are not in alignment. And your heart is where we manifest from, I guess you can say. Like, you know, it's dead heart energy. And so instead of pulling in what it is you think you want in your mind, you may still be pulling in those different type of situations, because emotionally and from your heart, it's what you're feeling. So that's something to think about if you are into the law of attraction or you're currently learning about it, is you need to lead with your heart. Your heart must be in alignment with what it is you're trying to create in your life for it to come to you. Okay? So that's about it. That's all I have, it looks like. I hope this video was informative. Again, I'm sorry if I seem sluggish today, y'all. I'll shake back tomorrow. But if you have any questions, y'all could drop them below. Or you can also get in my inbox if you're interested in any of the readings or want to know more information about the readings. You can contact me as well. And order some chakra things, y'all. Order these bracelets, y'all. Come on, y'all know y'all want a bracelet. Okay. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. We will be moving into the throat chakra. So I'm definitely going to make sure I'm energized and strong voice and all of that good stuff tomorrow, because the throat chakra is a really good one as well. Kind of goes with us taking our power back, like we talked about in the solar plexus. Okay? So see y'all tomorrow.